Alrighty, welcome back at 7:30 on your Sunday. I'm Maddie Kurth, and I want to get you straight over to meteorologist Hannah Gard because she's got the latest on this upcoming hard freeze coming to the North Shore.
Thanks, Maddie. We are tracking that Arctic front that is moving through right now. This morning, we're seeing the rain clearing out, and the wind gusts behind the front are going to be our main thing we're dealing with today. And then overnight into tomorrow morning, we're going to see a hard freeze for some areas, freezing temperatures across the board, and very low wind chills. We'll look at the radar first because that's what's happening currently. We're seeing some scattered shower activity across the South Shore still, but it's really hit and miss now, maybe even some showers on the North Shore. The edge of the front, though, is starting to push through Baton Rouge. As the front comes through, we'll have drier air moving in, and that's going to clear the rest of the rain out. The heaviest rain that was in Terrebonne Parish starting to dissipate. We're losing the moisture as the drier air moves in. And we're getting the northerly winds now. If you remember, New Orleans International, when we started, was in the 60s. Now it's in the upper 50s. And it's 43 in Macomb, 49 in Baton Rouge. We're going to see the temperatures starting to fall as we go throughout the rest of the day today. So the front's moving through. This is where the air is coming from. Up north, near Duluth, negative 15 degrees for the air temperature. And that's streaming down to the south into our area. So we're going to see incredibly cold air. The wind chills up there are in the negative 30s. Frigid. Definitely not so bad down here to the south, but Dallas even, it feels like 20 degrees. So we're going to have the wind chills today that will make it feel cooler than it actually is. For the high, I'm forecasting 54. That's not the official high temperature. That will be what happened this morning, which was in the 60s, but it's going to feel like at least 50s, if not 40s, through most of the day today. And then as we get into the evening, we'll get to the low 40s and 30s very quickly. So very windy behind the front. That's what we're dealing with for your Sunday. We have gusty winds. We're still going to be pretty breezy Monday morning. Even so, because this is an Arctic air mass, we're going to get down to the hard freeze conditions for the northern tier. And then a frigid day on Monday. Tuesday morning could still be cool before we get an easterly flow coming in later in the day Tuesday. And we'll see some moisture coming back for the middle parts of the week. This will be a quick cold snap. We'll see the wind direction change and then things will start to rebound. But with the winds today, 30 to 35 miles per hour. If you have loose holiday decorations outside, secure those, especially the inflatables. You're gonna have Santa and the reindeer flying down the street. Tomorrow, it's not gonna be the gusty winds, but we'll still have that breeze. And again, that's really going to impact the wind chills. Northern tier, we have this cold weather advisory. That means for you, 12 to 20 degree wind chills out the door tomorrow morning. Southern tier, that means wind chills 20 to 25 degrees out the door tomorrow morning. The whole area will feel like below freezing. And with the actual air temperature getting to 26 on the North Shore, that's the hard freeze criteria. I think it could last for a couple hours. Got to make sure you're wrapping those pipes. Hopefully you did it yesterday while we had a little bit of a warmer day, but get out there, do it today, and then drip the faucet overnight. Plants, pets, and people also need to be protected and indoors area-wide because we are going to see a light freeze on the South Shore. Here's what it feels like out the door with that light wind. It doesn't take much to make it feel much colder. We'll be in the teens up to the north 20s for it feels like temperatures down to the south. Get those winter jackets out. Our high only 48 degrees and then we'll start to climb. 62 Tuesday, 70 Wednesday, back to 76 on Thursday. So it's going to be a really steep incline after this drop off. We'll also see some rain chances coming back around Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We'll have some moisture because we get into a little bit of southwesterly flow. You can see high pressure to the west, but we get a little cutoff low happening and then another low pressure system coming by Thursday into Friday. That's going to bring a weaker front. This will not be an Arctic cold front like what we're seeing today. It's going to be more of a little drop in temperatures, and then the high pressure rebuilds very, very quickly into next weekend. So we'll start to see a rebound on those temperatures back to the 70s, and it looks like leading up to Christmas or through Christmas, we're going to be anomalously warm. We're in the bullseye for well above average temperatures. So this might be our last chance to get that holiday feeling around. It's the start of Hanukkah. It is going to be very chilly if you have plans for that. make sure that you're breaking out all of that winter gear. As you're sending the kiddos out to the bus stop tomorrow morning, we talked to Griggs about this, you got to make sure that they are bundled up. Hats, mittens, scarves, everything that you need there. Pets need to be indoors tonight. And then, of course, protect those pipes on the North Shore. Drip the faucets overnight just a little bit. And then South Shore areas, pets, plants, people, don't have to worry about the pipes, though, on the South Shore.
Alrighty, all great advice. Tonight would be a great night to watch A Christmas Story with the kiddos.
Yes.
And do the, I can't put down my arms
Yes,
when they
exactly.
stuff them in the jacket
so that they know
much.
what's going to happen to
Yep.
them tomorrow morning.
Get prepared, kiddos. This will be you.
And not for long, thankfully.
Alrighty, thank you, Hannah.